Good morning. It is Wednesday, June 28th, 2023. It is 6:39 a.m. on my locale. Please forgive the lighting. I'll explain in a moment. 84 degrees currently outside. It's supposed to go up to 90. So let's see. Yesterday we did not do a video, and the reason we didn't do a video is because the internet was up and down. I'm going to call this the 36 hours of small things. The internet was up and down, which meant I could record something, but could I upload it? And if it gets interrupted during the upload, I just finally said, forget it. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it. So it would be stable for an hour or two, and then it would be gone for an hour or two, and then stable for an hour or two. This kind of resolved itself, I guess, somewhere about 9 o'clock last night, I think. Okay, because it seems to be stable this morning. Then when I thought, oh, well, that's fine. You know, we got up at 4:30. We started doing our thing. Started pulling ourselves together. And, fill up I have a measuring cup for water, and I fill that up from the tap, and then I pour it into the filter. So as I was dumping stuff into the filter for the dogs or myself or my coffee, we just keep refilling it over and over and over again. Makes sense. Well, I turned on the faucet about 5:30, quarter to 6, and nothing comes out. I go flush the toilet, nothing comes out. So I go, all right, let's make sure it's me or not me. So I go outside. I don't see anything amiss. I turn my water off. This is all within the last half hour. Go over to the next site, which is empty, turn it on, and the water's coming out really, really slow. I went, all right, it's not me. So I said, let's take advantage of this situation. I grabbed an extra gallon of water out of the back because I always have an extra gallon of water in the back. And then I decided to change the water filter very quickly outside. Never a horrible thing to do. I don't remember the last time I did, which is why I said, well, then just change it. You have two. Next time you go to town, buy an extra. Fine. Changed it, no problem, still nothing. Tried my hose, still nothing. Went back to the place next door, turned on their switches, and it was just dribble, dribble, dribble. Fine. About 10 minutes ago, I heard gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. I don't know what that means, so I've got to go back out and check my connections, make sure they're not dripping and loose. But I am able to flush the toilet, and I am able to get water out of the tap. So hopefully we'll even be able to get a shower. If not, we have a solution for that. So between the internet up and down and then the water this morning, that kind of makes it exciting. And of course, what do I have to do today? I have to go to work. So there you have it. And no, I don't have any water in my 40-gallon. And the reason I don't have any water in my 40-gallon is the simplest reason of all, the weight. Anytime I have to move, that's 300 more pounds I got to pull around. So unless there is a real reason to fill that tank up, I don't. I will periodically rinse it. Okay, I will put water in it. And I will, maybe fill it up a couple of gallons, 10 gallons or so. And then I'll run the taps in the shower and everything else in the toilet. And then just flush all that water out. So whatever's on the bottom of that tank is coming right out. And that's perfectly fine by me. But we're not going to cry. We're not going to complain. We're going to go to our daily Zen poem, which is short. So you'll like that. Oh. You need to stop. I hear people talking around. Bodie, I got it. Bodie, I got it. Bodie, come here. Sorry. Bodie, what are you doing? Are you waiting for me to not do this? No, come here. Come here. That's the park. No, come here. That's the park service. Thank you. In spring, hundreds of flowers. In summer, refreshing breeze. In autumn, harvest moon. In winter, snowflakes accompany you. If useless things do not hang in your mind, every season is a good season. Mooman, 1183-1260. I've never heard him go, oh, before. That's a new one. Yes, I know. So this is, again, the little things. So let's do this. Let's do our daily room pull. Same one we pulled the other day. The rune of movement, union, reunion, communication. Supposed to be better. Good. Communication will be better today. We don't even have to discuss this rune. We've already done it. This is where you're going to improve. Find something that needs to be done. Make it better. Your communication with others is going to be good. Perfectly fine. I love it. I love it. Given the poem and this, and that's fine. Also, given, let's see, our little book. Those that excel in defense bury themselves away below the lowest depths of earth. Those who excel at offense move from above the greatest heights of heaven. Thus, they are able to preserve themselves and to attain complete victory. Perceiving a victory that does not surpass what the masses could know is not what the pinnacle of excellence is. Wrestling victories from which all under heaven proclaim your excellence is not the pinnacle of excellence. Those that the ancients referred to as excelling at warfare conquered those who were easy to conquer. Their victories were not marked by fame for wisdom or courageous achievement, but were free from errors. One who is free from errors directs his measures toward certain victory, conquering those who have already been defeated. I like that. All right, so let's pull it all together. We've got a poem that says, if you don't put the garbage in your head, everything is beautiful. Well, that kind of keys into the last poem we had about the Tao of the mind, how there's either Buddha mind or no Buddha mind, but, that open space that you can exist in. Our rune tells us that if we've freed our head from the garbage, then that communication, movement forward, positive movement forward will come. It will simply work toward it. Didn't say you had to sit around, said you had to work toward it. And then, of course, our book says, now, if you're going to win, if you're defensive, you bury yourself. You're offensive, you're over here, but none of those work. The thing that wins is that forward marching effort and knowing when to apply the forces correctly or incorrectly. That's what they mean by errors. In that particular book, what those errors mean are errors in strategy, errors in calculation. So, knowing when to be defensive, knowing when to be offensive, knowing when to move forward, knowing when to stop, knowing where the enemy is, and knowing where to put your troops is how you're going to win. I like it. But now it's time for our obligatory case of you, who is completely unaffected by the water being out, or the snake that ran right past us while we were trying to check the water, right? It ran right past us. I don't know what snake it was because I didn't see its head, but it's okay. It wasn't going to go near you. Not anything close. No, not allowed. And, well, come here, buddy. Our quiet moment of Bodhi. Who, as you heard, is an excellent watchdog. The two of them slept very well last night. I only had to take them out once, which was good. Which means I got some rest, too. Which is always a good idea. So let's see. Today, work. What's it going to be like? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. I spent most of my time when I could not, or when I could get a message through, talking about things like my air conditioning and maybe it should be replaced, and talking about some other business stuff and how it could be done. And of course, anytime I got open internet, I was trying to study because I was trying to go online to study so that I could do it. And what I would do is I would go for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I would simply go put a pin in it and stop and get out, because inevitably 5 to 10 minutes outside of that, the internet went out. So that meant no phone calls, no emails, no nothing. But it's better today. And hopefully it'll stay better today. Hopefully the water situation is resolved. I'll bet you if the water wasn't flowing, that the pump down at the filtration center stopped again. Which makes no sense to me, but I don't know what that is. I do hear people outside, though. So I knew something's going along. So what I'm going to do is say, hey guys, I'm going to cut this short We're going to find out what the heck is going on. And I don't know if Jack's got a video tonight. If he does, well, then I will see you there. If not, then I think what we'll do is we'll pass. Maybe we'll try something live on Thursday. I did want to do a live stream on Tuesday, but with the internet the way it was, still going up and down, it would have just been a misery. And I did not want to have anybody waste their time on that. So again, from Bodie and Queso and myself, let's sign off the right way. If you don't take care of you, nobody will. Thank you, Mom. Are they like-minded? Do they share your values? Do they have something to offer? Or no to any of these things? Hit it. You're not tribe, and therefore you get nothing. We don't have enough to give out to everybody that knocks the door. We have to conserve and preserve. That's the most important things we can do now. Preserve our way of life. Preserve our thoughts on things. Conserve our efforts and energies to only those and the things that will bear fruit, because there's too much bitter fruit out there and too much attention's been given to create that bitter fruit. We need to say no, and we need to turn that off. And the most important thing you can possibly do today, should you travel outside, please, if you're, especially if you're a lady, please don't travel alone, is be sure to not accept the unacceptable or tolerate the intolerable around you. Bodie, come here. Say no. Be loud about it if necessary. Simply do not accept it. Just go, I'm sorry, I don't accept this nonsense around me, and turn around and walk away. If somebody wants to argue with you, don't argue with them. Just repeat yourself. I do not accept or tolerate this nonsense around me. Thank you, have a good day. And walk away. If that means that they want you to jump on one foot to buy groceries, leave everything right there on the belt or in the cart and say thank you very much and just walk out. It stops when we say no. Use that to move you forward. Use that as a positive vehicle for growth. Use that for understanding, what you need to do to keep your mind free of nonsense and garbage to have a good season. That's a good season of the self. Hopefully I'll see you guys tonight. If not, see you tomorrow. Bye.